Hi, and welcome to a Flashback Friday How to Play with Salomé. I'm Salomé Martinez. Have you ever wanted to float glowing lanterns across a peaceful lake, carefully matching colors and planning every move to create the most beautiful festival display? Well, now you can. In Lanterns, the Harvest Festival, a modern classic that first lit up tables back in 2015. In this elegant tile laying game for 2 to 4 players that takes about 30 minutes, you'll place lake tiles, earn favor, and dedicate lanterns to gain honor while building a stunning celebration on the water. Do you think you can outshine the competition and create the most harmonious festival before the night ends? Well, there's only one way to find out. Come grab a seat with me at the table and I'll teach you how to play Lanterns, the Harvest Festival. To begin playing this serene and strategic game, we must start with the setup. First, place the starting lake tile in the center of the table, face down. Flip it face up and orient it so one player is facing the red side and each other player is facing a different color. This determines everyone's starting lantern color. Place the favorite tokens nearby within reach of all the players. Now, separate the lantern cards by color into 7 stacks and place them nearby to form the shared supply. In a 4-player game, you'll use 8 cards. In a 3-player game, you'll use 7 cards, and in a 2-player game, you'll use 5 cards. Next, create a stack of lake tiles to form a draw pile and place it within reach of all the players. The number of tiles in the stack depends on the player count. In a 4-player game, you'll use 32 tiles, and in a 3-player game, you'll use 27 tiles, and in a 2-player game, you'll use 22 tiles. We're setting up for a 4-player game, so we'll use 32 tiles. Each player now draws 3 lake tiles and holds them secretly in their hand. Next, take the dedication tokens and separate them by type into 3 stacks, arranging each stack in descending order. If you're playing with the 3-player game, remove any dedication tokens that have the 4 red dots on them. If playing with the 2-player game, you'll remove all dedication tokens that have 3 and 4 red dots on them. Do not remove any tokens when you're playing with 4 players. Set aside the 3 generic dedication tokens nearby. You'll use these only if a stack of the other dedication tokens runs out. Each player now takes 1 lantern card matching the color they're facing on the starting tile and places it face up in front of them. Lantern cards are always visible. Give the start player marker to the player with the red lantern card, the color of good fortune. And we're done. The lake is calm, the lanterns are glowing, and the festival is ready to begin. The object of the game is to earn the most honor by placing lake tiles to collect lantern cards and using those cards to make powerful dedications before the festival begins. The player who has the most points or honor at the end of the game wins. You'll play lanterns over a series of turns moving clockwise around the table. On your turn, you may perform each of these actions once per turn in this order. First, you may exchange lantern cards. Next, you may choose to make a dedication. And finally, and this is the one step you must take every turn, you will place 1 lake tile. Placing lake tiles expands the lake, and it creates new lantern combinations, and it sets you up for future scoring opportunities. Once you've completed these steps, your turn ends and play passes clockwise to the next player. Let's drift across the lake and explore each action step by step. To exchange lantern cards, you must have at least 2 favorite tokens. You can spend them to swap 1 lantern card you have for a different color from the supply. This lets you smooth out awkward hands or push towards a dedication you're close to completing. We'll shine a light on how you get favorite tokens a bit later in the celebration. Next, you may choose to make a dedication. To do this, you return a specific set of lantern cards back to the supply and claim the top dedication token from the matching stack, placing it in front of you. The number on the token is the amount of honor you immediately earn. There are 3 types of dedications you can make. If you turn in 4 lantern cards of the same color, well, that's a 4 of a kind, and you'll grab the top token from this pile. If you turn in 6 lantern cards, 2 each of any 3 different colors, well, that's a 3 pair, and you'll grab a token from this pile. And if you turn in 7 lantern cards, one of every color, well, that's 7 unique cards, and you'll grab from this pile. As you see, the honor goes down after every token is taken. The sooner you can make dedications, the more honor you'll earn. If a dedication stack ever runs out, you can still make that dedication and earn 4 honor using one of the generic tokens instead. It's not flashy, but honor is honor. If you ever start your turn with more than 12 lantern cards, you must either make a dedication or discard lantern cards until you're back down to 12 before continuing. Now it's time for the heart of the game, placing lake tiles. To do this, you must place one lake tile from your hand into the lake face up with at least one side touching an existing tile. As soon as you place the tile, rewards are handed out in a very specific flow. First, you check for color matches. If there are no matches like in this example, then each player starting with the player who placed the lake tile will gain a lantern card that matches the color that's on their side of the lake tile that was just placed. So this player will get a white card. This player gets a red card. And this player gets a green card. And this final player here will also get a white card. If any side of the tile you placed matches the color of an adjacent tile, you gain 1 lantern card of that color for each match. So this player will receive 2 white cards because the tile sides that are facing the previously played tile are white and they both match. All other players receive their cards as normal. If any of those matching tiles, including the one just placed, have platforms, you also gain 1 favor token for each platform involved in the match. Platforms are small, but they carry big opinions. And they come in a variety of colors and symbols, but they all work the same way. So, in this example, this player will receive a blue card and a white card. And because the card they placed has a platform on it and they match the color to another tile, they would also receive a favor token. A single tile placement can earn you multiple lanterns and multiple favor tokens if it creates several matches. Like in this example, this player will receive a green card and a blue card for matching colors and 2 favor tokens because the 2 tiles involved in the match both have platforms on them. Ooh, this is the moment everyone leans in and goes, oh. Once all matches are resolved, every player gains a lantern card. Starting with the player who placed the lake tile and then moving clockwise around the table. If a lantern color ever runs out in the supply, that color is simply skipped until lanterns are returned to the supply through dedications. After all lantern cards are distributed, if there are any lake tiles in the draw pile, you draw 1 to refill your hand back to 3. And just like that, your turn ends and the festival continues with the next player going clockwise around the table. The game continues until all lake tiles have been drawn and placed. After the final tile is placed, each player takes 1 last turn during which they may still exchange lantern cards and make dedications as normal, but no more tiles are added to the lake. Each player adds up all the honor they've earned from their dedication tokens. The player with the most honor wins the game. If there's a tie, the tied player with the most favor tokens remaining wins. And if it's still tied after that, the tied player with the most lantern cards remaining wins. And if it's still tied after all of that, well, congratulations, you share the honor and celebrate together.
And that's how you play Lanterns, the Harvest Festival. I'm Salomé Martinez, and I want to thank you for lighting the lake, earning honor, and revisiting a beautiful classic with me at the table today. And I hope you get to bring this timeless festival back to your own table. Until our next Friday How to Play, remember to learn, play games, and always have fun. Adios.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you, and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel.